Technology is showing new ways to transform the agricultural sector, and farmers, of course, reaping the benefits. Xiaochen Zhang is president of FinTech for Good, an incubator company. He explains how e-commerce, digital cash, and live streaming technology have become tools to help fight poverty in rural areas.
One of the key challenges for the rural farmers in their whole value chain is how to promote their product to the final users. They don't have, they cannot pay for the TV advertisement or any other expensive marketing instrument. So live streaming is becoming a very important, cost-effective way for them to just, promote their product.
It's interesting. I was in China earlier this year in Beijing for the 2 sessions. There was so much talk about a moderately prosperous society, lifting more people out of poverty. And again, one of the things is, I think, something you're touching on right now, which is these rural areas. It's kind of difficult to come up with systems or schemes to try and lift these people out of poverty, these last remaining pockets of poverty in China. But one of the things that's really been promising is that a lot of these villagers in these rural areas are now starting to do e-commerce. So talk to us about that as well.
Farmers, without the proper e-commerce platform, then they don't have the tools and ability to promote their product and to sell the product and to reach the final users. And those farmers are able to connect their final product with the final users without having to just looking for the middleman to just get help and their profits.
How are local governments? What kind of role are they playing in all of this?
All innovation should be driven by the innovators, by the private sector. So then most of the times we see no matter it's using blockchain for tracing, tracking, and using fintech or payment to just advance the whole payment ecosystem within the rural area, or using drone. All of those innovations will be piloted by the private sector. And after the pilot, without the government jump into this, and without government supporting building the ecosystem, without the government to support the education part, to just aid the confidence that the private sector will stay there to continue this, and the farmers will not be convinced to take on the new type of technology. That's why public-private partnership is always very important. Mostly at the second stage or even the third stage of the whole innovation in the agriculture or in the remote area.
Can other developing nations learn from China's example, do you think?
Oh, absolutely. And, again, these are driving by 2 different forces. And from the, private sector's part, that's many of the platforms, that's all the technological innovators, they all have international operations. And another very important part is from the public sector, where that's the government or Chinese government can just bring those successful stories, technologies, and PPP models, and as a whole package, and through the type of international collaborative platform, systematically introduce those experience to the international community, and where that the countries can just get the parts which work for them, and also just reject the part which doesn't work.
Xiaochen Zhang, thanks so much for talking to us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.